Hey, welcome to Tabletop Baseball Plus. Happy 4th of July. I thought I would do something a little different today. Instead of playing a sports game, this is going to be a non-sports game. And it's called Pandemic: The Cure. If you've heard of regular Pandemic, this is the dice version of the game. Pandemic, one of the highest rated board games of all time. It was rated #1 on Board Game Geek for quite a while. And we're talking out of like almost 100,000 games. But I like this version. It doesn't get as much pub as the regular version. People like the regular version better for the most part, but I like this version because it's dice rolling, and I like rolling dice, and there's a lot of it in this game. So what the idea of the game is, the object is to cure all the diseases that are spreading throughout the world. You have dice of different colors, and those represent the different diseases, and they will kind of gradually spread out throughout the world, and you're trying to stop it. Now, you've got different characters or different roles you can be in the game. There's a dispatcher, and each role has different abilities. The containment specialist, scientist, generalist, and contingency planner. Now, the two roles I'm playing with are the researcher and the medic. Everybody likes the medic. The medic can treat diseases faster than any other character. Some people say it's, you can't win without the medic, but I think you can. But I like the medic. He's orange, first of all, and secondly, I just like the fact that he can cure, or not really cure, but treat diseases by the handful, pretty much. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw out 12 dice out of this bag here randomly and roll them and see where they land. Any crosses we will re-roll till you get a number, and we get a 3, we get a 6. They go on the regions that represent that number, and on the different regions you can see it shows the colors, the chances of the colors showing up here. So it's about a 50-50 between red and blue. 2/3 red, 1/3 blue, yellow and blue. So it's 2/3 yellow, 1/3 blue. So 75% chance here for black and 25 for blue. 33% chance for red, yellow, or black over there. And so on. So far we've got 2, 4, 5 dice. We need 12. Good grief. Okay, I'm getting good at rolling those. We'll get into those in a minute. And 2, and another 2, and a 5. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dice. Grab 4. I need 3. I need 3 more. So another 3, so that's almost close to an outbreak. An outbreak happens if you get more than 3 of the same color in any region. Then you'll have an outbreak, and that'll move this marker 1. If you're starting on the easy level, you'd start here. We're starting on the medium level, so we'll start here. Anytime, each player has their own set of dice. Now if you roll one of these, it's going to move this 1 spot for every one of these you roll. You can re-roll your dice as much as you want, but you cannot re-roll those. Those are biohazard symbols. Once that's rolled, it's locked up. So it's kind of a risky deal to re-roll because you may re-roll another one, or you may roll another one. All right, so the researcher will go first. Now the CDC, let's talk about this real quick. From now on, anytime we draw dice out to roll, After every turn, you will infect more cities with dice, and it'll depend on what section you're in. Right now we're in this section, so that's 3 dice will come out of the bag after the researcher's turn, and we'll place them out. Any pluses that you roll or crosses will go up here. You can use those crosses to buy any one of these cards. These cards help you in different ways, depends on what they say, and you can use them at any time. So if you get in a sticky situation, you might want to buy a card and use it that way. So here we go, researcher's turn. So they did roll a biohazard, so that's going to move this 1. Now these syringes are they treat diseases. These are samples, and you can take a sample, and we'll show you how that works. Now if the researcher can't go anywhere because you need a boat or an airplane. The researcher does not have an airplane, I don't think, to move. So if you have a boat, you can go one section either direction. If you have an airplane, you can fly anywhere. So it'd be nice to have an airplane to go over here, but no such luck here. She can't move, but she can treat. Now this is the treatment center. I didn't mention that. This is the treatment center in the middle. First thing you do when you treat a disease is you can use a syringe, and you can move it into the middle. Once it's in the middle, then you can collect a sample. I think she will do that. She'll collect a red sample. But that uses up that dye, that locks that dye in place, and she can't use it until the sample or until the disease is cured. Okay, so her turn's over, so 3 more come out. We did get across, that's good. 6, and now we have another 3, and that's going to be an outbreak. So that's going to move this one 1. If we get to here, we lose. So the medic. We need an airplane. We got an airplane. We got, good grief, we got 3 biohazards. You do that first. 1, 2, 3. So that's an epidemic. Right off the get-go, we're not doing so hot. But on an epidemic, you would take anything in here plus this number of dice here and roll them. So there's nothing in the middle, which is good. So 3 more have to come out. We get a 6, a 4, and another cross. Now he can use his abilities here, and he's going to fly over here. And he's going to treat, he can treat 2 because he's got 2 syringes here. So I could either move 1 here, and then when you use another syringe to put it back in the bag, or I can move 2 into here. I can use both syringes to move 2 in. I think I'm going to. So that's all for the medic. So 3 more to come out. Another cross, good, 2, and another 2. So researcher, okay, she's got 2 boats, a syringe to treat, and then a sample. So she can move 2 times. She's already got a red sample. Now to cure a disease, you take the samples and you have to roll a 13 or more. So obviously 2 dice is not going to do it because the most you could roll is 12. So you'll need at least 3 samples to cure a disease. And if you'll note, not every dice has a 1 through 6 on it. Like the red's pretty easy to cure. It has 2 6s on it, but 2 1s, a 4, maybe 3 1s. 1, 2. Anyway, they're not all numbered 1 through 6. Okay, so she moved. Now she's got a treat and a sample. She can move another red one in with this, and then take a sample, and then she can move one more time if she wants, or re-roll it. I don't think every time I re-roll I get a biohazard, so I'm not real keen on that. We'll see. Let's see, check these out. To give any number of samples. She can already do that with her special ability. She can give samples to any players in any region for free at any time. So, you'll have, well, return one die to the infection bag instead of rolling it before rolling for an epidemic or infection regions. Yeah, let's spend one here. Let's use this. That brings a new one out. Okay, so it's her turn's over, so 3 dice have to come out. But we can return 1 die to the infection bag instead of rolling it before rolling for an epidemic or infect regions. That's what we're doing right now, is infecting regions. So we can return 1 back to the bag. I think we'll return that one. Wow, 2 crosses, nice. Okay, so now the medic. All kinds of treatments, but I need to move somewhere. I can move any pawn to any region, including myself. Move any pawn to any region. I like that. Let's buy that. I think we can choose which one we want to use, right? So I'm going to use this. Airlift myself to where? To right here. Okay, so that uses that. New card comes out. Alright, let's see. I can treat, good grief, 1, 2, 5, 8, 10. I could treat 10 dice, but I can't move enough to treat that many. So we'll definitely do those 3. That'll use that one. And then we're going to take a sample. We're going to take this one as a sample. That's going to be all he can do unless I want to re-roll, and I really don't. Now the researcher can give me her samples, and she's going to. Now I need to roll a 13. And that's counted as a 0, so I did not roll a 13. She gave me all her samples, so I've got her samples. I've got all the red. I have to wait till my next turn to roll again, unless nope, none of those are going to help. So 3 more come out. We get another cross, a 6, and a 3. So researcher. Okay, so 2 treats and a sample. Researcher's right here. Can't move. That's one bad thing about these 2 characters, is they can't move very well. The medic can move decently. So she'll treat. Yeah, she'll treat. This one, she's going to move one of these into the bag. So that's both those treats are used up, and then she's going to take a sample, and her turn's over. Now she's going to give her sample to me. So 3 more. One's good. 5. Okay, that's close. Alright, so medic. So I can go anywhere. I can definitely go anywhere with a boat or an airplane. I'm going to fly over here. It's getting a little dangerous here. I'm going to treat all 3 of these. With that, I've still got one more treat and a sample. I'm going to say I'm going to get a 13, so I'm going to go ahead and get a sample. I can treat another one though. Also, I could move. I'm going to move a yellow into the bag. I'm not a professional at this game, by the way, so if you're watching this going, man, you're doing some stupid stuff. That's why I'm doing stupid stuff, because I'm not a very good player. Alright, so it's the end of my turn. I'm going to try to cure red. Seriously. A 9. Actually an 8. Can't. Wow. That's just awful. That is just terrible. Terrible rolling. So 3 more come out. 6, 5, and a 6. Researcher has a measly 2 dice. Treat and a sample. Wow. Okay. Nah, man. Let's move one of these. I mean, blue's looking okay. Back in the bag with this. And then I could collect one of these as a sample. And then I'll collect another, I'll collect a yellow. Alright, so 3 more. Two 3s, which is now dangerously close to an outbreak. So medic. Oh, I need to move somewhere. Let's see. Yes. So we got the airplane. First of all, let's treat 2 of these. Why not? Let's fly over here. So I've treated 2. I had 6. I got 4 more. I can go all 4 of these, or I could go. I could go 1, and then I could go, or I could go 2, and then move 2 into the bag. Alright, let's try to cure red again. There we go. Red is cured. So all those go back in the bag. She gets all her dice back. I get that one back. Okay, so 3 more come out. We haven't been rolling biohazard. That's good. I just jinxed that probably. 3, 1, 4. Now the researcher. Alright, that's good. It's a movement. And a treatment. And then 2 samples. Okay, let's treat a blue. Let's move here to yellow. Why? I don't know, but I did. And then let's, because that's what I was going to do. Let's not treat the blue. Let's move over to your yellow. Move it in there, get a sample. I got those mixed up. There we go. And then, so I moved and got a sample. and I can move one of those to the bag. And that's all for the researcher. 3 more come out. 5, 1, 4. Outbreak happens if there's more than 3 of the same color, remember. Okay, so medic. Wow, I'm going to spin one of these, a red one, and I'm going to use this. Reroll 1 player die with a biohazard result before it takes effect. Okay, so we just move it once. And I can move, I can treat, I can sample. Oh, by the way, she's going to give me her samples. Okay, I'm over here. Let's move over here. Let's treat. Now since red is cured, anytime I treat a red, I can take all of them. They all go out. That counts as 1 instead of 2. So I've got 3. Well, I moved, so I used that one. I've got 2 left. I'm going to go with this one. And another one. And I'm going to take a sample of a brown, or black, I guess it would be. And now I'm going to try to cure yellow. Come on. Got an 8. So that didn't work. I need 13 or more. So 3 more come out. Oh, I need to discard this one. Bring a new card out. We get a 1, there's an outbreak, and so that moves a 1 over there, spreading the disease there, and then a 5 and a 4. So now researcher. Yikes. 2 biohazards. 1, 2. And a movement. That pretty much sucks. Does she want to move? She will move here. Why not? And let's see, 3 more. Let's see, do we want to do this? Move any 2 infection dice from any region to the treatment center. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go spin those 2 and let's move those 2. We can do that, but we're not going to at this moment. 6, 4, and a 1. So movement, 3 treats, and a sample. Well, this is going to be 1 right here. I can move all 3 of those. Actually, do those go directly to the bag? Or have they been cured? That's the question. No, they still go to the treatment center. But they move all together. So that's 1. I still have 2 more treats and a move and a sample. Nah. Yeah. So that's 2. I'm going to move all these. That's 3. So that's all 3 of those. Now I can get a sample of one of these, and I am going to. Because we have already got brown, black started. I call it brown, but it's black, supposedly. Now let's try to cure yellow again. Yikes! That's just awful. God, I cannot roll. I think I'm gonna spend. Well, we don't have to. It costs 2. All right, we're gonna. That costs 3. So 3 more come out. That's good. 6, 3. Researcher's already right there. So a treat, a move, and 2 or a treat and 2 samples. This means you can either move one or collect a sample, whichever one. You can't do both. Kind of thinking. Let's see. Let's treat a blue one. Now let's treat. See, we've already cured red, but if we treat red, all 3 go. Yeah, we gotta make sure that, because you can still have an outbreak even though it's cured. You can still have an outbreak. So that takes care of that one, and then let's collect a sample, black one. We could collect 2, as a matter of fact. And I will give them to the medic. Let's try to keep things a little neater here. Our little sample collection. We've got pretty good sample collection going. So 3 more. 6. That would have been an outbreak had we left that. Alright, medic. 5 treats. No movement. Let's see. Do I want to re-roll? If I re-roll, that's kind of dangerous. It's going to get us into that next section there. So I'll just take. There's 2. We got 3 more. There's 1. And 2, 3. Now let's try to find some cures here. Man, no cure for the black. Let's try yellow. 10, 14, yes, yellow is cured. Doesn't matter, just put it over there. Let's go back in the bag. And she gets those back. Okay, so 3 more. We need reds and yellows to come out, and we did. So 1, 2, 4. Alright, so a syringe, a treat, and a move. Or a treat, sample, and a move. Treat, sample, and a move. We don't have anything at the treatment center. Okay, so let's see. I need to get over here to number 2. That's getting a little dangerous. So yellow and red have both been cured. I can go here. I can treat it. And then I can collect a sample of it. And I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to give it to him, the medic. Alright, so that's the end of the researcher. 3 more. Ooh, all blues. 1. Oh, there's another 2. Another 1. Oh, good. I get to move over here. I got 3 treatments. So 1, 2. Yeah, how about another blue? Well, there's a lot of blue ones out there. Oh, actually, yellow's cured. I can move all 3 of those for 1. So there's 2, and then, so I got 1 more. 3. Alright, now let's try to find a cure for black. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No cure. Boo, hiss. No cure for black still. 3 more. There's a 3. 1 of those. 1 of those. So the researcher, a movement and a treat. Let's, do I want to move? I may just take all these and put them in here. Yellow is cured, so they all move together. That's this. Now, do I want to move or do I want to collect a sample? I could collect a blue. I think I'm going to collect a blue sample. I like using the big sample bottle instead of the little one. 3 more. So a 4, a 3, and a 5. So biohazard, yikes, that's an epidemic. So we take that one in the middle and we take 4 more. 5s. So that's an outbreak. Those 2 are going to come over here. And another outbreak. Wait a minute, yeah. Wait, was I on there? Was I on? I don't know, I think so. And a biohazard, that was just an overall bad roll. But I can move somewhere, I could move here. But I can't treat anything. Do I take a chance and re-roll? I'm going to treat, good. So I can move all these yellows. That's 1. And all the reds. That's 2. And then that's... Wait, where'd this come from? Was that one I didn't put out there? Alright, let's try to cure black. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Black is cured. What if I just put the crosses on there? That looks better. So black is cured. So now we're down to blue. She gets all these back. I get these back. And I think are we gonna skip infections? Let's do it. Let's skip the infection regions step this turn. So we don't have to pull any dice out. We could just roll. Biohazard, got that. 2 movements, a treat, and a sample. Or 1 movement and a sample. Oh man, there's no blues in the middle. I'm gonna have to risk it. Move it over here. I'm treating this, and I'm gonna take a sample of it. And that's all for the researcher. 4 dice have to come out now. 1, 2, 3. The odds are it's going to be stuff we've cured instead of a blue. Ooh. That's an outbreak. 6 and a 4. For the medic. Wow, I can move anywhere. Treat up to 5, but no samples. I'm going to, let's see, set 1, 2, or 3 player dice to any result. I can't buy that. Happens all the time. I mean, every time you re-roll it, you might as well just bank on it. So I'm going to fly over here. Chooses that one. Now the black's already treated, so I can move all 3 of those together. That's 1. Two, 3, 4. I've got 1 more left. And I could move yellow, red, or black into the bag. Let's see, what's got least out here? Or no, I don't want to put yellows in there. Let's put blacks in there. Okay, so that's all for the researcher. 4 more. There's 3. 1 more. 2 crosses, that's good. A 2 and a 1. The researcher. Movement, 2 samples. Nice. She'll take 2 samples, 2 blues. She's already got 2. Do I want to move? Or do I want to... I think I will move to here. Okay, so she's going to try to cure blue. We need a 13 or more. And the game is over. We win. 12, 13. Yes! We have cured the world of all the diseases. Ta-da! With 2 players. We didn't roll very many biohazards. That was the key, I think. You start rolling these things and having these epidemics, and things can get crazy. But that is Pandemic: The Cure. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you understood how to play. It's a not very complicated game. I like rolling dice, so it's right up my alley. And it's a non-sports game. Sometimes you got to take a break from sports and play something else. And this is one of the games I like to play. So that wraps it up for today. Until next time, you guys have a great day. Take care. Be careful out there on the 4th. And God bless.